Back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, boss.
Check hot route. Hot.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Boom! Yeah, baby.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Kill.
Wide, get wide. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now wins. And that is incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This will be fielded at the 17. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt.
Let's do this.
With 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Eddie!
Mike 52. I'm here all day. Tighten up.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Eddie!
Choose the mic.
56.
The mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, Alpha!
Watch twist.
Going on 2nd and 1. They're going deep for Hill.
Baby, that's big shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
Come on,
now
baby.
we get to turn
Let's
it all
go.
loose.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out.
Let's go.
I know
Great.
that these are professional athletes. Sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Go,
The
go.
last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Stash. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Mike 51.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle.
Let's go,
He's
deep.
got a man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Here we go,
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
You're not ready.
Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bus stop.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. 280. Here, shift.
All day.
Mike 52.
From the gun on third down, wins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hey,
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Wins.
You ain't got nothing.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After
go.
about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lefty.
Johnson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Carry on Johnson, taking it in as his guys are on the board. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a first and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Oh, boy, I know you felt
That's
that
going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends,
around,
extra
80.
beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to
Come
run
on.
it inside.
Come on, D.
If you get struck out,
Watch Mike.
We saw the result, negative yardage. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Pass.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a
chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Check 50.
Protein spill.
Johnson running late. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
51's the
Hey, Echo.
Let's get the ball.
Mike 51. 51.
Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
That's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Guys running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Big hit.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rip right, rip right. Shift.
Sunday.
Check. Lucky.
X3. 218, chopper.
7-7, our score after 1.
Hey, Mike 51.
Black.
51. Hey, check. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an run. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived. Now giving up 2 straight touchdowns. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown!
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They're running it. 52 is the mic right here, over there, Mike. Here go. Check.
Allen. It's Hill, complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You're all mine, baby.
Allen now looks to throw. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back with a single score. Prater for the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Get ready.
Go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast on both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tyson.
Kill.
They fake the give. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Right
The
here,
Ravens
guys.
on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Down the line.
Let's bring it.
Just saw exhibit Z right there. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Let's
go.
go.
On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 51.
Now this time, Wentz will throw.
Hey, calm the crowd.
Let's go,
Jones.
It's gonna be a long day.
Escapes the
It's gonna be
defender.
a long
They're
day.
able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, fellas.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Set hut, Henry. 51's the mic. Bring it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
They can't hang with us.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Mike. Outside coming.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Boom.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Sunday.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 for this drive. Third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson.
Get there.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
Good job, baby.
As the Ravens push further out in front. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive
What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly right before 3 and out. So that did.
It got his man complete.
Let's go, baby.
Down 30 yards, 29 officially.
Crash.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10
Five.
at the 46. Going to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds.
Baby.
Almost gets to the 10.
Let's go.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Mike,
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. This is Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there. From a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And here he'll get it down to 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
This thing ain't over.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Mike 5-2. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there.
Like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go, baby.
Go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so it's time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Let's go. Here we go.
Hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
5-9.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Pac-Man.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Porky, 82, Porky.
51's a mic.
What's that?
It's
a party now.
Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Interception all
But this
day,
is a
baby.
defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
5 wide.
52.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Here we go.
Hey, let's go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
A good pickup there of 22.
Watch the curl.
Right after the turnover, they come out. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Go take that victory lap. Go take that victory lap. Game time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
You got nothing.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout.
Here we go.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Day.
Mike,
The
50.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. A big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is good enough. To throw, it's out. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We're going to work.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes it's such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Your trip
Corey
is here.
Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Alert, alert, alert.
You choose the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Alert.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Bravo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On 2nd and 9, Allen gets this one to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I got him.
Mike 52.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I got one.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. In the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Great 15.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Safety creep.
What's it done?
They go to Johnson again.
Come on, run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Keep playing hard.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Check 20.
Kill.
24.
Hey, kill. Hey. Hi. What's it done?
Blitz now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. Mike 51.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Let's see what you got.
Being chased down left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like
There we go,
that.
Pac-Man.
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah,
Not
got
today,
outside of the pocket, realized he had chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And they're going to mark him
Here we
down
go.
short,
180.
maybe by about a yard,
Back,
if
come on.
that. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Come on now,
Kerryon
let's
Johnson
go.
turned away on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see that they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That's a pick,
Picked
boy.
off
That's
by
a
the
pick.
rookie first
Going
rounder
the other
from
way.
Michigan, Devin Bush.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next
Watch the
drive.
boot. Watch the
And
boot.
last time they were very fortunate at this offense. They went for territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline, the head coach?
Hey, empty.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Here we go.
Go for it, be aggressive, because
hey,
I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Let's see what this offense can do. Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Baby, get him,
It's
boy.
a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this
Here we go,
defense has
Pac-Man.
been bruised, it's been
Lady.
battered, but this
I
is
can't
why
believe they
they
let you
keep the
play.
fight going,
I
right?
can't believe they
They
even
just
let you
got done
play.
with a really nice play, showing that they
Mike
still got a little
51,
bit left.
Mike
on them.
51.
Many plays that they can play and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
180.
Hey, let's calm down.
For Tokyo.
Let's calm the crowd.
What's your touch?
Looking to throw
They're
on
not ready
third
for
and
this. They
2.
still playing soccer.
And the throw there
Y'all
going to
playing
be
the wrong football.
incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Check nickel.
Hey, orbit.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. The throw taken in by Cole. And he gets the first down
Let's
here
go.
as
Let's
he's
do
taken
this.
down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert
Go,
on
go.
fourth.
Lady!
Wentz now perfect
Silver.
since the
Here.
second half started. 7 of 7. It's first
51,
and 10.
Mike.
Now Wentz again. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here we go.
From
Here we
the
go.
24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Hey, bus.
Check Mike.
Right here, guys.
Hey, over here.
Mike 51.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then
That's
quickly
it,
brought
baby.
down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Man 5-7. What's your touch?
51.
Wentz gets thrown
I'm
down.
coming after you. I'm coming
That's
after you.
knocked away and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised
Here we
at
go, here we
all
go.
if they went ahead and
280.
did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn
Watch the
right.
twist. Watch the twist.
Shift.
Watch the edge.
Kill.
Check.
6-6. Bullet high.
Crunch.
What's your
They run. It's Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore
Give me
touchdown.
the ball every time, fellas. I'm going to
Carry
score.
on Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. As the Ravens out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he will be marked down
Come on,
right there
baby.
at
Let's
the
go.
20-yard line.
No.
The
319.
Dolphins at the line
52
ready for their
right
next
here.
drive. And
Here we go,
are
D. Get
almost
off
through
the field.
3 quarters of this passing game. Still has not really found any kind kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
Down 80!
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check 26,
and
check 26.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
56.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. First and 10, Mostert, and an alley run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend.
Now Mostert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, baby.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Let's go, boys.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
52.
All runs on this drive so far. First and 10. Allen. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be
52's
first
the mic.
and
52's the mic.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times. And it's find the end zone here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
We got to step it up.
Check.
They'll try to run up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the plate. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still tied in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Yeah,
You're not
baby.
thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. This time they'll look to throw.
Hey, let's calm down.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Come on, Lott.
Well, it was second and long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
15.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to,
Go,
but you're exactly right.
Hey, Mike 51,
Definitely going in the
Mike
wrong
51.
direction for the
Watch the
offensive guys.
pass.
On third and long, it's Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike,
so the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, it's our
half 10.
Bang, bang.
From midfield, here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sack.
Simpson Abukum in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Undercrunch.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Wahoo!
My 52.
Middle.
I'm on. Check.
Alert.
37. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 5-2s.
Hey, tight. 56.
Hey, keep it up. Showing 8.
Middle. Hey, exit.
24.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami.
Get ready.
And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, you need a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Here we go.
Only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Lady. Shift.
Let's go.
74.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
3 buzz.
Let's go. Great.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Here we go.
2 jet. General West.
Back to throw. Wins. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Here we go. 120.
Watch QB drop.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Run.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
I smell fear in that.
Go, everybody! Run!
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Alert!
Mike, 58, right there. I got him. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Baltimore, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.